Hello everyone, I'll explain problem C, book. So what does the problem say? You are given a book and the book has n chapters, right? So you're given a book and it has n chapters from 1 to n. What you want to do is you want to read these chapters in the books, and if and each chapter has some dependency. For example, uh, it might be the case that to read the first chapter, you need to understand the second and third chapter before. So for every chapter, you will be given, what chapters you need to have studied before it in order to understand it. And you will read your book in iterations. So in first iteration, you will go from 1 to n. And any chapter that you can read that is initially which has no dependency, you will read that. Then again you will do the next iteration and you will again grow from 1 to n. If you have already read a particular chapter, you will skip it. And if you can read a particular chapter because you have read the required chapters or the required prerequisites, then you can read that book. For example, in this case only, suppose you have three books, n is 3, and like this. So in order to understand the first chapter, you need to have read the second and third chapter. To understand the second chapter, you need to, like, you don't need to know anything before. To understand the third chapter, you don't need to know anything before. So what would be the answer in this case? Well, initially in the first iteration, you come here and you cannot read this book because this requires that you should have read chapter 2 and 3 before. Let me create this small set of the chapters that we have read. Then we go to the second chapter. Since this one has no prerequisite, we can read this. Let me add this to this set that I have read this chapter. Similarly, for the third chapter, I can read it. So I have completed one iteration. Now in this, now since I have not read all the chapters, I'll go again. So I'll go to the second iteration. Again, I'll go to the first book. Can I read it? Yes. Right now I can read it because I need to have read chapter 2 and 3 before. So I can read it now. This one I have already read, this one I've already read. So in total 2 iterations, you can read all the chapters in the book. There are also cases, when you cannot read any particular chapter, and in that case, like when you cannot read all the chapters, there are cases like that, even after infinite iterations. So we have to print -1 in that case. I'll take up another example from the problem statement itself. You are given four books, four chapters, and the first chapter requires that you should have read the second and third chapter. The fourth one also requires the same, and the second and third chapter have no prerequisites. So again, in the first iteration, you cannot read this book, but you can read this book and read this book. So again, maintain a small set, and you can now see. Once you have read 2 and 3 and you're coming to 4, the prerequisite for 4 were 2 and 3. And you've already read them before coming here, right? So you can read this in the first iteration. But you cannot have read the first book because 2 and 3 come after it, okay? Then you go to the second iteration. Now you can read the first book. Why? Because the prerequisite was to have read 2 and 3 and you have already read that in the previous iteration. Fine. So, whenever this concept of dependencies come, we can think in terms of topological sorts, right? So that is the first hint. Now I'll explain the solution. Okay. Suppose this array represents the chapters in a book, and you are at the ith chapter. Now, in order to understand the ith chapter, you need to have read some chapters belonging to this region and some chapters belonging to this region. For example, if suppose n was 6 and we are talking about the third chapter, maybe in order to understand the third chapter, you need to have read the fifth, the first, and the sixth chapter. So fifth, sixth, and first. suppose see, if I want to read the third chapter, I should have already read these three books or these three chapters, right? Suppose reading this chapter takes me 4 days. Like after 4 iterations, I am finally able to read this chapter. Reading this book takes me 2 days, and reading this particular chapter takes me, let's suppose, 8 days. Let's just, like, after 8 iterations, somehow you are able to have read this sixth book. If I know this information, you only know this information, that your dependencies, how much time does it take to read them, how many iterations it takes to read them. Can you then find out how many iterations would you need to read this book or this chapter? Think about it. This is if you figure it out, then the question is done. Okay, so see, after the fourth day, what would have happened is I would have come to this guy, come to the first book, and I would have read it. Now I can, like, the dependency of 3 on 1 has been fulfilled at the fourth day itself. You know, at the third day, we needed to have read book 1, 5, and 6. But at the fourth day, we have already read the book 1, and book 3 is coming after it, right? So the dependency of chapter 1 on book 3 has been removed on the fourth day itself. So one possibility is going to be 4. Uh, for example, suppose these 5 and 6, they did not exist. The only dependency of 3 was on 1. So if these two did not exist, then after 4 days you would have been able to read this book, right? Because after 4 days you read the first book, and after the first book comes the third book. So in the fourth day you would have read it. However, these two guys are also there. So look at this fifth book or fifth chapter. After the second day, you have read it, like at the second iteration basically. But in order to read the book 3, see, after 5 you would go to 6, then you go to 7, then you would have to come back next day and then approach 3. So this dependency of 5 on 3 can only be removed at the third day, not on the second day itself. That is 2 plus 1. Similarly, for 6, this dependency would be removed on the ninth day. So you take the maximum of them, and that means on the ninth day, book 3 would have been read. Okay. If you want like another go at the explanation, I'll give it. We had what? We had 3, we had 1, we had 5 and 6. So just individually remove, for example, for analysis, first remove this 5 and 6 and only worry about the dependency of 1 on 3. At which day this dependency would have been removed? Since this book is read on the fourth day, and after that you would read the second book, and then you come to the third book. So on the fourth day itself, this dependency would have been removed. And then again, if you had individually looked at this fifth book, its dependency or its connection with this third book would have been removed. See, you read this on the second day. Now you can only read the third book at the third day. Now you can not read it on the second day because the fifth book is after the third book. So you have to go around and go to the next day in order to read it again, or try to read it again. So this dependency can only be removed at the third day. And then similarly for the sixth chapter on the ninth day. So this is how we solve the problem. What we do is, let us assume the connections as a graph. Let's assume this like this. Let's assume the connection graph is something like this, and I hope you know how to connect it. Because, for example, if um, let's say this is the second book, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This second book, this is the fourth book, this is the first book. Let's say this is the third book, this is the fifth book, this is the sixth book, and this is the seventh. Okay. So what you can do is, for each of these chapters, try to find out the minimum iterations at which you will read for those particular chapters. So, and this graph, like, it is very easy to construct this graph. For example, if 2 has this matrix of 4 comma 1, that means in order to understand 2 you need to understand 4 and 1. So you can add in h from 4 to 2 and add in h from 1 to 2. Now you will simply do a topological sort. What will you do is, you will maintain this queue. You will maintain this queue, and initially you will append. Let me take this array, which shows the minimum days at which you will read the particular book, and I will initialize this as 1 initially, because you have to do at least one iteration, right? Initially put in the queue all the elements with in degree 0, so 4, 1 and 5. Then what you will do is, in the first iteration, like you will iterate over the queue, you remove this 4 and you look at its children. 4 has a dependency on 2. Which day will this dependency be removed? Since 4 comes after 2, you have to go around and you have to remove this dependency the next day. Because the first day you would have read the fourth book, and only the dependency of book 4 on book 2 can be removed only on the next day. So here, your answer is maximum of array of 2, which is 1, comma 4, answer of 4 plus 1. So this one has an answer of 4. So 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay. But it's, and now you can basically remove this edge. Remove this edge. Okay. Remove this. Let me just erase it. Now you pick up 1, and you would have finished the first book on the first day itself. Now its connection with the second book will be removed on which day? Think about it. See, 1 comes before 2. So on the first day you would have read the first book and then moved on to the second book. So this, when you are coming to the second book, you have already read the first book on the same day. So it would be maximum of 1, because basically you are finishing this book on the first day and this dependency is also removed on the first day. Now let's erase this edge, and on erasing this edge, what do we see? We see that, okay, the in degree of 2 has also become 0. So push it to the queue, and once it's pushed, its answer won't be changed. So its answer is now maximum is 2. Its answer is 2. Then pick out 5. Okay, you pick out 5. Since 5 comes after 3, so it would be max of 1, which is array of 3, comma answer of 5 plus 1, which is 2, and you will remove this edge. Now since the in degree of 3 is 0, you push 3 to the queue, and now I'll quickly do it. So this, its answer would become 2. Then you also need to update the answer for this. So the answer for this will become 1. You will remove this edge, you will push it to the queue, then you will pick this up. Its answer is either 2 or 3. Say we are only getting 2 since it's before 7, and since it's in degrees 0, now push it, and then you can just pop out 6 and 7. So basically this would have an answer of 2. Then over all these nodes, find what is the maximum day. So it would be 2. So in this case the answer is 2. That is how you solve the problem. Thank you for watching. Bye.